I know it is 2025 and you might think that rigging out a 16-year-old camera that can only shoot 1080p video is a waste of time and money. But let's build one anyway because 1080p is not dead. This is a rig I've used on a few small shoots. We'll make it into a decent build, add accessories to the Canon 7D to make it a capable video camera with no junk involved. To get started on any camera build, it's always good to have a bag of Allen keys or something similar to that. We've got the Canon 7D here with a PL mount and we want to put a lens on there. For our lens, we have the Meike S35 2.1 Cine lens. We want to make sure the grooves on the bayonet here line up with the lens mount. That's a good fit, it's not going anywhere. To rig up the other bits of kit, I needed a cage. I couldn't find a cage for this camera, so I decided to order a universal cage. I decided to just use half the cage to keep the weight down. The first step is to screw this cheese plate onto the bottom of the camera. I like the right side of the camera to be free because of the great grip it has. So we'll build the half cage on the left side where we'll install the side handle. But first, let's install the bottom support arm. These are identical support arms. They need to be the same length in order to keep the rig balanced. So we have that bottom support arm screwed in place. Next, let's install the top cheese plate. First, we install this little piece into the hot shoe like that. We'll use it to screw in the top cheese plate. It's a bit finicky to do, frankly, as you can see, but you just got to stick it out until you get it right. With the top plate installed, it's time to install the other support arm. To do this, I decided to attach the cheese rod so that I can get the right placement for the top support arm. Tighten the two ends of the cheese rod to secure it in place. Next, we're going to install this side handle from SmallRig. The great thing is that it comes with a cold shoe mount. We can use that to mount something else later in the video. Okay, I know this looks a bit sketchy, but I've placed the camera like this so that you can see exactly what I'm doing. Our half cage installed. It's quite sturdy. So the next thing we're going to install is the camera top handle, which will give us 3 points of contact on this build. This is not the fanciest top handle you find in the market right now, but I wanted something simple, practical, and affordable, and this fits that bill. Tighten that really well, and now we have a solid rig with 3 points of contact. I can do low angle shots, it's giving me more options. The rig looks a bit imbalanced right now, but we're going to fix that later in the video, so stay with me. Since the Meike is a manual focus lens, we need to install a focus pulling system. We'll install this rod clamp right here. So I'm installing the SmallRig Mini Follow Focus. This video is not sponsored by SmallRig. I just happen to have a lot of SmallRig stuff because they work so well for this build. Let's try it out. Having it on the right side, I can easily pull focus. As I promised, I'm going to fix the imbalance. Now to do that, I'm going to install these two short rods at the base of the camera. That looks much better and it sits quite well on a flat surface. Next, we are going to attach this camera monitor mount to my cheap external monitor. And then we'll install the external monitor on the cold shoe of the side handle. I like it when the external monitor is mounted on the side handle because it's easier to look at. It also gives the rig a low profile look. Next, I'm going to attach the mini HDMI to HDMI cable. I've wrapped it around the cheese rod to keep things neat. To power our external monitor, we need Sony NPF batteries. If you don't mind the weight, then stick to the bigger batteries so that you're able to get better battery life. The Canon uses LP6 batteries, but they run out pretty fast. To mitigate that, we'll use this NPF battery adapter. We'll just screw this in. I'm going to install the dummy battery. Plug that into the power port. Now we have the battery installed and the green light is on. Let's hope I don't fry the camera as I turn it on. I'll switch on the external monitor first. Let's switch on the camera. Oh, there you go. The camera system is live. Having this monitor gives you so many benefits that the Canon 7D does not have. False colors, histogram, focus peaking, the bigger flexible screen that you can use. It's essential that you have an external monitor with this camera build. So I'm gonna pause right there. I actually decided to later change this setup a little bit because of that battery. I moved the battery to the back of the rig to make it easier to hold the top handle. Well, we did say we want less jank, so now I think it actually looks way cooler than it did before. The rig is done, but allow me to make some special mentions. This is the Olympus LS-10 field audio recorder. Despite its age, it's an amazing audio recorder that was built well. With a 1/4 inch to 1/4 inch adapter, you can mount it somewhere there on the rig. I connected to the camera body using this sound cable so that I can feed clean sound into the camera. The other special mention is the Canon Concept Variable ND filter. This is a great tool for those bright sunny days when you want to cut extra light from coming into your camera without changing the aperture. When prepping for this video, the Meike lens fell for the first time since I bought it. It fell onto a hard tile floor from a height of about 100 millimeters. If you can see it clearly, the impact left this dent on the rim of the lens. Fortunately, the lens still works great, but the ND filter doesn't quite fit anymore. If anyone has any idea of how I can fix it without shipping it somewhere, please share it in the comments below. So let's see how we did with the numbers. The upgrades went slightly over our $600 target, which some might consider steep if you compare with the price of a used Canon 7D body. Of course, you don't have to build this rig, especially if you're focusing on photography. I just wanted to overcome some of its limitations and make it into a useful tool for video. To learn more about what inspired me, you might want to watch the video where I took a deep dive into the Canon 7D. Thank you for making the time to watch this, and I'll see you on the next one. Blessings.